Say E, A, G, L, E, S. Eagles. Say fly, Eagles fly. Yo, that. What's going on, man? You know who it is. You know what it is. Your boy, Philly Fresh, a.k.a. the General. Also, a.k.a. a Four for the Better Bird podcast. Thanks for those who are still here. If you have not done it, make sure you hit that sub button right down there. I appreciate it highly, man. Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere. Long as we got a fighting chance, man, I'm still going to report on the Eagles. That's what I do. Long as we got a fighting chance, I'm rocking with my boys. I know a lot of things got to change, man. Things got to change. Things got to get set right. I just want to know from y'all, and I'm going to give my answer at the end of this video, of the soliloquy that I'm about to go on. Who's most at fault? To me, you got four top candidates. Of course, you got your quarterback, your franchise quarterback, Mr. Carson Wentz. Then you got your head coach, Mr. Doug Peterson. Then you got your defensive coordinator, Mr. Jim Schwartz. Then we go to the general manager, Mr. Howie Roseman. Now, I have come to the defense of all of these guys. Probably not so much as others. Like, I don't think I came... Jim Schwartz, I felt as though he was on a hot seat. I still feel that way. Now, Doug Peterson has put himself on a hot seat. See, here's the thing with Carson Wentz, man. As much as you guys that jumped off the train, I don't know if I'm going to allow y'all to come back. I ain't even going to lie to you. Don't know if I'm going to allow you to come back. But as much as you guys have jumped off the train, talking about a Jalen Hurts, and stop it. Stop it. I'm going to pull up on Carson probably tomorrow and have a long conversation with him. Stay tuned for that. So, basically what I'm saying is, you have nothing better. Carson Wentz can play better than he has. He's been playing horrible. Right? But Jalen Hurts is not going to be better. Nate Sudfeld's not going to be better. So I don't understand what is it that you want. You just want to talk about Benson Carson because you have some type of animosity against Carson Wentz because he wasn't on the football field when we won the Super Bowl. If this was Nick Foles stinking it up, y'all still would be behind him. But we're not going to get into that. Our quarterback has to play better. I think that he can, and I think that he will. I'm not giving up on the kid. I seen him with my own two eyes. Give me play after play after play, man. I don't know what's going on with his mechanics. I don't know why it is that he's missing throws. I don't know why he's trying to force balls that pause. I don't know why he's trying to force the football where it don't need to go. I don't know. And that brings me to my second person. Is it coaching? Is it schemes? Is it the coach got in your head so much you don't know whether to run or whether to get the ball out fast? Because you got to understand, man. A coach can be your uprise or your downfall. If a coach is in your ear, you got all these different coaches that we got all of a sudden, all these different positions I never heard of. And I'm not saying this is happening, but if each one of them is saying something different to Carson Wentz when it's time to, make a big play. No, Carson, you shouldn't run. Protect yourself. Carson, get out the pocket as soon as you can. Don't hold the ball too long. Well, you can hold the ball if such and such and such and such. So if you got all that going on as a player, you know what I mean? Still a young player. I understand fifth year. I get it. But still a young player. You know what I mean? So if he got all these things in his ear, he like, when it's game time, it's like, do I go back to my old me? Or do I do what these guys want me to do? Or what he want me? It's a whole lot that you got to really pertain to what's going on. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it is causing us to lose football games. So they have to figure it out. I seen and I know Carson Wentz got the talent. It's nobody on this God-green earth that can tell me anything different. He got to put it together. Doug Peterson, you got to put it together. You caught a better game than you did against the Washington football team. but I still see some holes. That fourth down play, the last offensive play that we had, why would you send cross middle? Two cross middle. Why would you clog up the middle of the field like that? You're supposed to get your best player open. Dallas Goedert should have been open on that play, but you sent two crossing routes. I have not really got the broken down the tape. I want to talk about the interception. Shout out to Be More Philly. He told me that J.J. Arthur-Whiteside didn't break inside as he should have, but I'm hearing from other people, Carson, he was open, but Carson Wentz didn't throw the ball. He waited too long to throw the ball. It's timely things like that. All right, cool. I don't know. I didn't go and break it down. I just know that I know my quarterback can play better. Then we got Jim Schwartz. Jim Schwartz, I told you your behind was on a hot seat, and we gave him credit. We gave him much credit about I guess his Carson played so bad, and Doug, just everything was just messed up on the offensive side. So we didn't really look at the defense like how we should have. We said, oh, well, they put y'all in a hole, yada, 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 whatever the case may be. The offense is starting at this amount of time. And so we really, I want to say we really all right, Jim Schwartz's defense played okay. No, they didn't. They didn't against the Washington football team. It was a mirage. They didn't against the LA Rams. Oh my gosh. Barbecue chicken. And what I still don't understand is why is he scared to bench some of these players? If they are not playing up to snuff, it's time to bench them. Nate Sudfeld should have been benched at halftime. I mean, Nate Sudfeld, sorry. Nathan Jerry, whatever his name is, should have been benched at halftime. That's just facts. Jalen Mills needs to be better. You need to find out why these guys are not being in a position to make a play. Why are they caught in between a rock and a hard place? Why is it they can't make a decision? So they're just stuck in the middle when there's a bootleg play. Either you go after the quarterback or you stay on your man. I'd rather you stay on your man, especially when you got another player chasing the quarterback. Man, listen. This game all around had me pissed off. Defensive ends wasn't getting upfield to stop the bootleg. That's how you stop the bootleg. Your defensive ends has to get upfield, but they kept crashing in on the run. And as a coach, Jim Schwartz, this is when you tell your guys, listen, have trust in the linebackers if you put in good linebackers. I would have put in either Bradley or Taylor, and I would have had my defensive ends go up. Don't crash in. Don't worry about the run. Our linebackers got the run. Go up there and go get the quarterback. So all that bootleg stuff would have stopped after a couple series. 13-13. Are you out your freaking mind, Jim? You let that happen? Come on, man. You on a hot seat. Then we go to Mr. Howie Roseman. The cherry on the top. I have defended this man to the fullest. I have, man. I said, man, 2018 only had 5 picks. Look what he came out with. Got Goddard. Then he got Sanders. He got this and he got that. And, man, nobody is here other than, well, Derek Barnett is here. Nathan Gary is here. Nobody is really here in 2017. And people keep bringing that up. And I keep letting it slide because we won a Super Bowl that year. But they were with older players who are not here anymore. So we got a problem, Philly. We ain't in Houston, but we got a problem, Philly. Seriously. Not being able to get talent. I thought as though this draft was good. We'll see. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're being utilized the way they need to be. I think Rhaegar's a dog. I think he's a dog. But Rhaegar would have made more sense if you would have had DK Metcalf instead of J.J. Arthur-Whiteside, who still has not caught a football in 2 weeks. Been targeted only twice in 2 weeks. This is your second-round pick who is not making an impact. Your next second-round pick, Mr. Jalen Hurts, is not making an impact on the game. Yeah, they brought him up there on Sunday to be a diversion. That's not an impact. An impact is somebody that's going to put their foot stamp on the game. We did not see that from Jalen Hurts. We did not see that from J.J. Arthur-Whiteside. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Mr. Howie Roseman, I tried. But the more and more it's looking, you spend all this money on a defensive line. That's not working out how we thought it was. I thought today was going to be a terror for quarterbacks. But no, it's going to bootleg around you. I thought as though Josh Sweat should have played more instead of Derek Barnett. First of all, he's coming off an injury. Second of all, I just think Josh Sweat is the better player. The better athlete. Period. Y'all, we can argue all day about that. I see what I see. I don't want to hear about no numbers. I don't want to hear about none of that. I'm talking about the eye test. Josh Sweat is a better player than Derek Barnett. And that's your first-round pick in 2017. Your second-round pick, Sidney Jones. Wow. You could have had so many players in the second round. You could have so many players. And I think I'm going to do a breakdown one of these days whenever I get the time to go over every pick that he made and people that it's in the NFL right now still doing anything that we could have had. Come on, man. Could have had Juju Smith-Schuster instead of Sidney Jones. Come on, man. How you think that would look? Come on, stop it. Stop it. Mr. Howie Roseman, you're on the hot seat too. Sound the alarm. Sound the alarm. Howie Roseman is on the hot seat. If these draft picks don't pan out, you should be done. You should be a dunion. Seriously, man. I tried and I tried and I tried. Well, look what Howie does with the, with the cap and all that. We ain't cap hell next year. You gonna get us out of that? Listen, man, I just had to sit here and, I had to let some things out. Seriously, y'all know how I get down. These are the top 4 people and the reason why we are 0-2 right now. My number 1, I gotta say it, man. It's a tie between Doug and Carson. I thought Doug had a better game, but I'm just still thinking that he's not putting Carson in the best predicament. But when he puts him in a better predicament, Carson Wentz fumbles the ball. No pun intended. That pick was a killer. That pick to J.J. Arthur-Whiteside was a killer because we was ready to take the lead. You know what I mean? After all that fighting, we fighting. We down 21-3. We fighting back. That just deflates your team, deflates the locker room. And you looking at your franchise quarterback who's supposed to be your leader and say, why? Why would you make that throw? If his arm was hit, if, he got sacked and whatever the case may be, all right. But it was first down. You don't need to make that throw. Venting to y'all right now. That game was despicable. And now we 0-2. We cannot go 0-3. You cannot let this rookie beat you. Jim Schwartz, you better tighten up your defense. Devontae Freeman's supposed to come in for workouts. Howie, you better make sure that nobody else gets him, that we get him. Because Miles Sanders is going to need some help. I love what I've seen from Miles Sanders other than the fumble and the drop pass. But I love what I see from him. But he need help. You still need that 3-headed monster. I still like Boston Scott, but Corey Clement is not it. He's a dunion. He is slow. He's done. Man, Jim Schwartz, tighten up. Doug Peterson, tighten up. Carson Wentz, tighten the hell up. Until next time, talk to y'all tomorrow, man. But until next time, y'all know what it is.
Stay Philly, stay fresh.